What up? What up? What up? What's good? Welcome back to ACS Universe Daily. It's Friday, special Friday show. You know, I used to do Fridays, used to be my thing, but I've sort of transitioned to the daily show. So Mondays and Thursdays, but didn't do a show yesterday. Wife going to visit her brother out of town, so like I had to take care of some business yesterday. But anyway, I was like, you know, it'd be cool to do the show today, considering Rebel Moon comes out. And I didn't know, like last night, I'm like waiting to see if they're going to drop it a few hours early like they did part one. No, they didn't. So I wasn't able to watch the movie till this morning. First thing this morning, I was off, took the day off, obviously, just because of, you know, Rebel Moon. Nerd Coast and Ocean was good, bro. Hey, appreciate you stopping through the Daily Show, man. So but yeah, man. So let me make sure my settings is right, man. Make sure the audio's sounding good. Okay. But yeah, so I was like, yo, cool. I'll postpone the show to the day, and I'll be able to give some sort of spoiler-free thoughts on Rebel Moon Part 2: The Scargiver. It was dope, man. It was dope. Actually, like, I've seen it twice, almost two full times. I started watching it again, but I'll get to that in just a bit. Got a couple other things to talk about. Oh man, look, Transformers 1 dropped a little trailer or whatever. What up, William? What's good, bro? Hey, the shirt, by the way, my wife made this shirt, man. The design, she didn't design it. I like Googled it and it was on DeviantArt or whatever. But she crafted this shit. Like when I tell you if she makes another one, it's going to be a little bit different because these little bitty letters were hard as fuck. These are her words, not mine. They were very, very difficult to do. She ain't doing that shit again. So, you know what I'm saying? If she does make another one, probably just say Rebel Moon, the Scargiver. But the little bitty letters were... Hey, man. Yes. And look, I was about to get... I like that trailer. That shit was funny to me and it was dope. Because I'm a Transformers fan. I was like, this is cool. This is something I hadn't seen before. This is cool. So yeah, I'll get to that. I'll watch that in a little bit too. But what is good, everyone? I hope everybody's enjoying their Friday and shit. Hold on. Let's get some stuff started. Oh, Daily Show. Obviously, I'll talk about Rebel Moon at the end. Yes, it's sort of so I can like give my full thing. Obviously I liked it better than the first one, but I'll get to that. I was already about to jump into that. But you guys know, if you watch the show, exactly how I start every show. Oh yeah, let me get my background music up. Let me get my cruel summer up. All right. Hey, so you guys know exactly how I started. Let's see what's this. Nice, bro. Hey. Nice, man. Raise. Y'all up there hitting them goals, bro. Appreciate you out here, William, for real, man. For real. Seeing somebody in the fandom, you know what I'm saying, take that shit to another level like you doing, that's fire, bro. That's fire. Appreciate that. Appreciate it, man. All the money to AFSP we can get. All the money. Let's see. What was I trying to find? Oh, yeah. Stuff I saw today.
What the hell is that?
All right, y'all. Stuff I saw today. Didn't see much today. Obviously, I hadn't done the show since Monday, so there's going to be a few days worth of stuff I saw in there. That's what it is. First off, I'm going to talk about this, though. Let me bring this up. Let me. I hate this, bro. And I mentioned this when I saw this post the other day. Let me tell you something, man. Why you got to do your shit like this? As FX's smash hit Shogun heads to its finale, it's already proven that it's surpassed. How? Let me tell you, I'm not finished with Shogun first season yet. Shogun is fire. Absolute fire. But guess what else is absolute fire? Game of Thrones. Why you got to pit them against each other like this? Why it surpassed those Game of Thrones? Obviously, when shows come out that are sort of like this, is going to get that because Game of Thrones was like the epic sort of show going forward. Like when it came to like the grounds it broke along the lines of just being Game of Thrones and like the shit that they were putting in the show. But like, why you got to put Shogun as everything Game of Thrones should have? Why you got to say that? Why you got to pit the shows against each other? We can't enjoy both? Because this article right here, like I've read it, it ain't that bad as far as the highlight or the what they call this, the headline goes. But bro, why you got to put that as a headline? Both shows are equally fucking dope, man. And Game of Thrones has 8 series, 9 if you count House of the Dragon under its belt. This show has 1 season, and you're gonna put this kind of shit on there? Come on, bro. Always trying to grab headlines, man. Don't pit the shows against each other, man. Literally, these are 2 of the best, like, literal series I've ever seen in my entire life. And you're pitting them against each other with Shogun is everything Game of Thrones. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up with that crap, man. Both shows are great. Can we just give fucking respect to both shows and give them their propers? They're like that, like literally. They're both really good. Good. Game of Thrones got that time in the game in though, so you make it what? Because people didn't like how Game of Thrones ended. This is how you gonna do it, man? Shut that shit up. How come we can't love both shows equally? We can though, right? Of course we can. So anyway, let's move on. Leonardo DiCaprio has been cast as Frank Sinatra. I'm looking forward to this. I'm kind of, I can see it. Look, it doesn't matter if you can see it or not when it comes to some of these things because Jennifer Lawrence will star as Ava Gardner, which is dope. Different. I can see it. They'll make them look good. They'll make it look. I mean, the last time I think in Bohemian Rhapsody, I would like to say that what's his name kind of looked like Freddie Mercury. But his mannerisms and the way he played the role is why he won the Oscar, because that motherfucker killed that shit. Oh, nice. I bet you are excited then. And look, man, we know DiCaprio's going to kill. He pours his heart into whatever he does. So it's not like he's going to get a half-ass performance from it. And so does J-Lo. J-Lo. So, yeah. I think this is dope. I saw this and I was like, see, dude, that just like RJ, this is cinema. All right, let's move on. Steven Spielberg, speaking of them cats, is set to direct a UFO film based on his own idea. David Coep will write the screenplay. That's dope. His own idea? I can't remember the last time. E.T. maybe, but was that his own? I don't know. So UFO film based on his own idea, David Coep. So I'm looking forward to this. You know, Spielberg hasn't done well, yeah. His last movie, man. I can't remember the name of it. The one based on his life or whatever. So anyway, this is cool though. This is cool. I'm excited. 20 years ago, Kill Bill Volume 2 was released in theaters. That was a couple days ago, 3 to be exact. I do remember the fact that me and my wife didn't go watch the first Kill Bill in theaters. We bought it when it came out on physical, and then I was like, we will see the next one, guaranteed. And Volume 2, that's Quentin Tarantino, man. Quentin, hold on, man. Quentin Tarantino, what you doing right now, man? What you doing? What you doing with your movies? And like, this was going to be my final film, and now you've been scrapped the idea. How about you don't say this is going to be my final film? How about that, Quentin? Quentin Tarantino? Say, I'm just going to make my next movie, and if it happens to be your final one, then it's your final one. You know, you're not an NBA star. You can't announce your retirement before the season starts and think you're going to get some kind of grand tour. Bro, just put out a movie. If it ends up being your final one, then it ends up being your final one. Like, I remember when he announced Quentin Tarantino talking about, you know, this is going to be my final movie. I was like, okay, I see. But now, as many years have passed, he's scrapped all these ideas. It's apparent to me, and this is my thoughts, is he don't know what the fuck he wants to do. He doesn't want to quit making movies. That's obvious, because why would you just keep so his final film, he wants it to be some kind of perfect coup de grace. Look, just make a movie, and if it's your final movie, then that's what it is. Bro, let me tell you something. Yeah. Rami Malek, that's it. Yes. Hey, man, I feel you, man. I feel you 1,000. Those movies are fire, but I'm just saying, quit saying it's your final movie, or maybe you can make more than 10. Maybe you can make 12, 13. You don't have to do this. You make great films. I've been a fan of Quentin's for a long time, man, and like in his movies, and I just don't even understand. I'll put it in perspective. If that's his life, if he's done making movies, then make your final movie and let's move on, right? All this back and forth with him, I guarantee you, up here he's thinking, damn, I really don't want to quit making movies. But since I told everybody I did, I am going to quit. Now, I don't know. I saw him going back and forth with the final movie, and I'm like, just make a movie. If it turns out to be your final one, we'll be like, hey, man, thanks, Quentin, for years and years and decades of great fucking movies. But Just make a movie. Just make a movie, man. Just make a movie. I feel like he's putting in his head that he wants to make his final film, and he's sort of like it has to be perfect. Which, if I was a director and I knew it was going to be, but I wouldn't tell anybody it's going to be my final film, dude. I just make the movie because that puts too much pressure on you, man. A lot of pressure. It does. It just does. It just does. Let me bring this back up here. So yeah, Kill Bill Volume 2, excellent fucking movie. Both those movies are fucking dope. Dope Quentin Tarantino movie. Let's move on. All right, I'm not going to play the clip because I don't want to get fucking smashed on or whatever. By the way, shouts out to Dave Pinion. Yo, people's channels getting smashed up. I am very, very grateful to still be streaming for you guys right now because I don't know. Of course, I don't have a shit ton of fucking subscribers, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know that some people's channels are getting sort of clapped on right now for whatever reason. And yeah, I don't know. But anyway, says they were inspired by Superman's first flight menace. That's dope, okay? As a fan of that, you know, as a fan of Man of Steel, as a fan of that particular scene in the movie. And look, I saw the similarities, but I was just so hyped. Like, that shit brought tears to my eyes watching that Storm sort of, she never lost her powers, but she had just physically and psychologically, like, suppressed them for whatever reason. And that was a great scene. X-Men 97 continues. Matter of fact, speaking of, I said my wife made this shirt. She also made this one before she bounced. Look at that shit, y'all. Holy smokes. That shit is fire, bro. Fire. So yeah, I'll probably wear it on Monday's show. I'm excited about that. Anyway, but yeah, man. Hey, look. That was one of the best scenes I've seen so far in this. What'd she say, Magneto? Oh, you think so? I like it, man. I don't know, man. It's Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get it to a certain extent. Maybe she's just too strong, bro. She is. Maybe this shows that she is a Magneto level, like, sort of mutant, like you know what I'm saying? Because like it just suppressed her powers as opposed to what that shot would normally do to the ordinary mutant who's probably on like a level whatever, and take away their powers or whatever. I don't know. I thought it was great. I thought the scene was. I mean, I was like standing up in here watching that shit. Like, yo, this is fucking incredible. I love the scene a lot. Yeah, she's like, well, let them thunder. Well, I myself, for I bring the lightning. Dude, come on, man, come on. And then the classic Storm look afterwards. Whoo, that shit was dope. It was dope. I'll talk about that on Monday, though. I don't want to go too much of spoilers on that either, because you know. Also, I did see this Superman over the decades, man, on Instagram, man, on the Superman's thing right here. You know, 1930s, right. I likes that. 1940s. You know, 50s is pretty dope, man. I like this. 60s, everybody holding the kryptonite in his face. Damn, they cold-blooded right here. The 70s, you know what I'm saying, breaking through the kryptonite chains and things. Look, bro, look how much steel. 15 cent, homie. 15. 1980s, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Likes that a lot. 1990s, Reign of Superman, you know, back for good after, obviously, Death of Superman, things of that nature. Let's see. 1990s, 2000s, obviously All-Star Superman. We you know, and then we go to 2010s, and then the 2020s right there with some of the more modern art we see in Superman comics these days. Said it seems great. I just wish that would have been dope. Man. Cable Bishop would have played a role in bringing tech for the future. That would have been dope. I think they were looking for her to have some like a breakout sort of thing in there, because after what happened at the end of episode 5, yo, it's just like, yo, let's get some positivity in this motherfucker, man. I don't know, but anyway, Superman through the decades, I thought that was pretty dope. You remember the first time you saw Superman, so I thought that was incredible. New look at Lee Jung Jae and Charlie Barnett in Star Wars: The Acolyte. Something else I can't wait for. The Acolyte. Let's go. I'm looking forward to the Acolyte. Let's get it. Sorted up picture right there. I mean, that man, that's a Jedi's suit is just fire. New look at Furiosa, starring Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth. Obviously, here's the pics right here. The month of May is going to be pretty fire for like actual movies in theaters, man. Pretty dope. Here she goes, right there. This is, man, I'm telling you, is that Charlize or is that Anya, bruh? Let's move on. Like there, Chris Hemsworth. Oh, you got to put your tries in there. See what happens with that. That's one of their relationship in the movie right here. I'm pretty eager to see that as a fan of of George Miller's like Mad Max in general. But yeah, look. This is and speaking of, Furiosa includes a 15-minute action sequence that took 78 days to shoot, y'all. 78 days to shoot. Bruh, with almost 200 stunt people working on it every day. As soon as I read this, it reminded me of that scene in Mad Max when they first set out after Furiosa, right? In that big caravan, and the dude's got the guitar with the flames and it's fucking rocking and it's insane. That's what when I read that, that's the first thing that came to my mind was, holy shit. So, yeah, this is insane. It took 78 days to film this, right? It's the longest sequence any of us has ever shot. That's going to be dope. I can't wait. I can't like pretend that I'm not hyped for this movie. I'm not going to, because I can't wait till this fucking shit comes out. It's going to be incredible. And we will be seated for peace. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Denis Villeneuve says he's writing Doom Messiah right now. This is fire. I just saw that earlier, just a few hours ago. That is dope. Look, it's like he's writing more peak. Yes, he is. Look, I think he probably was prepared to write the thing anyway. And then once the popularity of Doom Part 2, they probably, the powers up there said, look, can we get this moving? All your other projects set aside. Can we get this going? Can we get some more Doom? So movie probably still won't come out for another 3 years. But in any case, in the event, he's writing it right now, which is pretty fucking dope. Let's move on. All right, so let's check this out. Hold on. So here is a behind the scenes of the Fade and Paul Atreides fucking dope ass hand-to-hand combat in Doom Part 2. Let's go.
You wouldn't be the first relative I've killed. Timmy and I got to train a lot to get prepared for this final fight. It's really exciting when you see it come together. When you've been training for a while and rehearsing a lot and imagining what it will be, and then you're finally in the space and see everybody together. It just feels like this grand opera. It's really exciting.
Our job is to actually help them look like they're great fighters, and they've been warriors for so long, and yet they may have only a couple of weeks to prepare.
Working on the strengths and weaknesses of both our characters, and looking at Paul's ability to take his Fremen training and almost sort of turn it into a hybrid to be able to cope with Austin's character. It's pretty incredible. To see the guys when they're in their flow, you're believing every strike. Everything within
the fight was dope.
You wouldn't be the first relative I've killed. Timmy and I got to.
So yeah, man. That's look, if you've seen Dune Part 2, you know that fight scene is incredible. The way it's put together, the way it's shot, everything about it is dope. So yeah, man, it's fire. I wanted to pull that up because I thought that was pretty dope. Let's move on. Speaking of Dune, I know y'all saw this picture. Dave Bautista, Stellan Skarsgård, all this both on the separate. Denis Villeneuve do the Harkonnens right there. They're smiling. I saw plenty. I'm getting Darth Vader vibes with this picture. This is exactly who I'm expecting to watch college football. What? I don't know what any of this is. All right, anyway, but I thought this picture was incredible. Of course, they all look silly and stuff, but they're having a great, grand old time sort of filming Dune Part 2, which is pretty dope. If you already know me, you know that movie is way up. I can't wait for the physical. It's come out on digital, and I did watch it recently again on the biggest TV I have in my house, just to get something digital. And why wouldn't you watch it again? That's pretty dope. Let me do something real quick. So I wanted to watch something with you guys. Okay, there's a couple things, but there's something I did want to see because of. Let's see. So M. Night, who I am a fan of, put out a hold on. Let me get this out. He dropped the trailer for his latest movie that comes out later on this year. And I've been loving M. Night has moved into the space where his movies don't cost a lot to make, but they're very character driven, very good storytelling. Like Knock at the Cabin. I thought that movie was dope, man. Didn't make a lot of money, but it made its box office back, right? It made its money back because that's the movie she's making right now, these smaller sort of movies. And then he jumps up with this one, this one looks a little bit bigger. Looks a little bit bigger. So I'm about to watch this Trap trailer. Josh Hartnett shouts out, man. Shouts out to Josh. Good to see him come back. Obviously, he came back last year in Oppenheimer, and now he's in this. So, let's take a look at this trailer. Let's take a look at this trailer for the movie Trap. Pull this down. Let's get it, man. Let's watch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands
y'all let me know if y'all
together
can hear this.
for Lady Raven.
That's M. Night's daughter, by the way.
Wait. I got time my shoe.
No, Dad jokes. This is serious. Come on.
I'm sorry.
This shit slaps, Dad. Thank you. This is literally the best day of my life.
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can leave you here in the seat.
I'm good, Dad.
Lady Raven looks just like M. Night, bro. I know it's his daughter.
Cooper, Jamie, what's with all the police trucks outside? The cameras everywhere, Jamie. I'm not supposed to tell.
I said Jamie. Holy
Something
shit.
happening? Don't rat me out. I won't. You know the butcher? The freaking nut job that goes around just chopping people up? Well, the feds or whatever heard that he's gonna be here today. So they set up a trap for him. This whole concert is a trap. They're watching all the exits, they're checking everyone that leaves. There's no way to get out of here.
I see them.
Somebody out there!
Dad.
I'm sorry, Riley, what was that?
Never ready for it. Let myself in your day.
Your daughter's never gonna forget this day.
Be kind of dope, right?
Well, let me tell you something. So obviously, and I mentioned it, that's M. Night's daughter who's playing the pop star in the movie. I've never seen anything like this. Never have I seen this sort of premise of like, let's catch this serial killer fucking at this concert. That's insane. So I want to see how this plays out. Obviously, this is one of M. Night's bigger productions because you see there's a lot of extras. There's a lot of shit going on. And obviously, he probably filmed it. I think he's from Philly, right? I think he films a lot of his stuff in Philadelphia. Even if it's going back to Unbreakable or The Sixth Sense or any of his movies, he's filmed a lot of them. I think it's Philadelphia is where he's from. But so this is probably there too. Man, this is dude. This is dope, man. it's such a different thing that I can't wait till it comes out. I will be there, you know what I'm saying, for weekend one to see how this plays out because I'm very intrigued at this. And Josh Hartnett giving the creepiest vibes ever. I need to see this as soon as possible. So yeah, that's dope, man. I want to bring that up real quick. Let's see. Let's get back to it before we get down to the meat and potatoes. Let's see. Just real quick, some Invincible shit. Coming soon, Invincible season 3. I like this look. This is from the comics, so this is the costume he changes into, sort of after certain events. Let's move on. Also, my thing is doing that shit. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, that's real. That's real. Yeah. And I think this is gonna showcase a lot for him. We probably gonna see him in a lot more shit after this. This is dope. But anyway, what's coming out first? Invincible season 3 or Grand Theft Auto 6. I think they're playing with us right now. Obviously, 6 is it's said next year, but like it's sort of out there because I heard that like there's some things going on with production of GTA 6. Invincible will probably be out first. Invincible's coming. It has to. Anyway. All right, y'all. First off, so I've been hearing about this. I heard about the voice castings were announced for Transformers 1, an origin story set in the Transformers universe where back when Optimus Prime and Megatron were homies. You know what I'm saying? They were boys. And so they finally, they're going to show us that, right? So Brian Tyree Henry is Megatron. Obviously, goddamn Thor. Chris Hemsworth. Scarlett Johansson is RC. And Keegan-Michael Key is Bumblebee. So, we'll check this out. I thought this was really good, man. As a Transformers fan, I told you guys like earlier in the show when I first started, I watched this and I really, really enjoyed it. Here's a couple shots from the trailer. I like the animation style, dude. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. So, I like it a lot. And here's a little quick premise before we watch it. Synopsis for Transformers 1, the untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends bonded like brothers who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. I want to know what that thing is that breaks that. It has to be fucking hardcore, man. So it sounds to me like this movie, though there's some humor in it, it might take some dark turns toward the end, or maybe they could make another one. I don't know. But anyway, let's let me get this down right here. Let me get that up real quick. Man. Let's go. All right, here we go. Sorry, y'all. I was let's watch it on Hasbro's site. Let's watch it on Hasbro's because hey, Hasbro, let's get it up. All right, y'all. Transformers 1 official. I guess this is the official trailer. I want to say it's kind of long. Well, let's watch it. But like I said again, I really enjoyed this. Let's take a look.
So, how long do you think we'll be here? I'm not talking to you. You know what? We are so screwed.
Thought you weren't talking to me.
You two, come with me. Report to Waste Management.
Hi there, I'm B127. I'm actually working on some nicknames. The one I'm floating right now is Badassatron, which is actually pronounced Badassatron.
We're gonna call you B.
I know we're just lowly worker bots who can't even transform. Don't you want to see what's out there?
There's a reason no one goes to the surface. It's dangerous.
Why'd you bring jetpacks?
If we survive this, I'm gonna kill you.
I accept those terms.
The animation is so dope, man.
The surface.
It's beautiful.
You have proven yourself worthy. Take these and access your full
Bro, them look like the Matrix
time to show them we are more than meets the eye.
We can transform now.
On 3, 1. It's working! Where's my head? How do we use these things? Oh, look at wheels! I need wheels! Woo! Guys, that's not good.
We've got these powers for a reason. Let's use them.
Well, we know somebody got it down.
Together as one.
Starscream in this bitch.
Whoa! I got a battle mask! It appeared with this guy. Knife hands? I have knife hands!
I can see that. These are not the bad guys.
Why did you cut the door?
No, it was already like that. Right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
It was. Yeah, it was already like. Yeah, that's right.
All right, so nice cast. I enjoy that cast. But yeah, man. In theaters in September. I like that. I like that a lot. I like the voice cast. I like the animation. I like this, and it's very lighthearted. And I think that it's going to take a turn for the worse toward the end. I mean, it has to turn dark at some point in time because some of the jokes that I see made by sort of Prime and things of that nature were not what stoic Optimus Prime. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not the same. So I'm sure at some point things get dark, and there's a point where they have to. Wait, what the fuck? It's a certain point where people die. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna die. Megatron and Optimus Prime have to become enemies at some point. So maybe they'll show that in this one. And like I said before we watched it, maybe there's another one they want to put in that shows that. Maybe this one ends on a more positive. Who knows? Who knows how this is gonna go? I don't, but I do know that I enjoyed that, and I thought it was pretty creative and pretty damn good. So let's see. All right, y'all. Hold on. Give me just a second. Oh, why'd I do that? All right, y'all. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Let's see. All right, it's that time. It is that time. Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver. Obviously, you know I'm a big fan of the first one. I'm a big fan of this entire universe that Zach created with these characters and things of that nature. And I found this one to be better than the first. I enjoyed the first quite a bit, and this one was better. It was better. There was more action. There was more like sort of the part where where everybody gave their backstories. I thought that was beautifully crafted, the way that they were. First of all, spoiler free. I'm not giving any spoilers, but there's a certain scene in the movie where they sort of give each other's backstories, and I thought that was very well done. The action was cool. Some of the scene, there's a scene where sort of Noble and the Imperium are sort of caught off guard on Velt. That shit is fire. A lot of slow-mo. Obviously, you know Zach does the slow-mo in his movies. I enjoyed the slow-mo stuff a lot because it sort of gave a little. I like the slow-mo anyway, right? And so, like the scenes where it came in, perfectly used, perfectly executed, and everything in that little space, in that little village, a lot of the action was just breathtaking, man. If there's one thing, a lot of haters that be out there and shit, even the ones who talk shit about BBS and stuff, the one thing is Zach, he kills action sequences, bro. He destroys them. He just can do that look. And all of the battles here were fire. I thought that every character was represented greatly. Some of the Nemesis is so dope. So dope fight scenes with her. The Jimmy scene, well, let me tell you something. Jimmy, and we've seen a little bit of it in the trailer where Jimmy shows up and sort of does his thing. I can't wait for the director's cuts. Okay. First of all, I like to see the violence. I love all the actual carnage that comes with that shit. And so just like part 1 of Rebel Moon and part 2, there was a lot of scenes where you could tell, boy, when the director's cut comes out, there's going to be body parts flying, blood spraying. And I cannot wait, because some of the scenes in this movie, you were like, man, that was brutal. But oh my goodness, it's probably going to be far more brutal than director's cut. So, no, good. I love the second part to it. I'm not going to spoil sort of how it ends, because I'll let you guys experience it for yourself. I'll give some spoiler thoughts on this movie on my Monday show, just to talk about it just a little bit more to get in there. I'll let everybody experience it this weekend without spoiling for anybody, because it just came out today. And like I said, I don't want anybody to sort of, you need to go in fresh. You need to go in fresh. But the Jimmy scene was fire. And look, what I was about to say earlier is, man, I'm telling you, there aren't many directors who do action, like action set pieces. Ridley Scott does some great ones, man. But I'm talking about in your face, sort of fast paced action sequences. Zach, there's nothing better. Look at his movies. Even people who hate it on BBS would say that his shit looks like it pops off the pages of a comic book. They might not like the story and all of that shit, but that's a lot of people. So nobody does it like he does it. Even going back to, and I always think one of my favorite scenes from Dawn of the Dead is when like the moving truck that they discover is trying to find their way into the mall, and running over zombies and knocking heads and all of that. That's a great action sequence, right? And nobody does that shit like Zack Snyder, man. I learned it way back then, and to this day I still could see some of the battlefield sequences, some of the Hey, yo, what's good, man? What's good, preacher? Stopping through the Daily Show, man. Appreciate it. So some of the it's just Zach unleashed, top notch, and I cannot express how much I can't wait for the director's cuts to come, man. The thing's gonna be fucking fire, man. I cannot wait. But yeah. Part 2, man, the Scar Giver. And like I said, I'll go into more detail, like spoilerish type shit. On Monday when I talk about it on my show. And who knows, maybe this weekend at some point in time I get on a stream where people are talking about Rebel Moon and want to sort of get their ideas and things of that nature. But I thought it was great, man. I thought, and the score, man, the score. Holy shit, dude. Junkie XL is killing it, man. It has been. And I don't think besides Hans Zimmer, I think Junkie is the best scorer of a Zack Snyder film, because it just follows every single bit of emotion that happens in this movie. The score perfectly fits it. And shouts out to that, because it is incredible, man. Incredible. It is. The VFX were dope, man. VFX, look, Zach, you can go back to Man of Steel that came out over a decade ago and look at those VFX and see how fucking incredible they are. Just the suits, the Kryptonian like armor that Zod wears and stuff like that still looks extremely extravagant to this day on them. And so when it comes to Rebel Moon, no, it was dope. It was dope. It was good, man. It was good. And I will say, like a lot of people have been saying online, I did like it a bit better than the Netflix cut of part 1. So more action. And look, man, the backstory stuff was done. I'm trying to figure out now. Now I can't wait to really see the director's cuts, because I want to really see how Zach was sort of trying to put this together. Because backstories, although they didn't give any in the first part, and I understand why now, considering the pieces they were putting in place, man, it was good to hear it, man. It was a good scene when you get the backstories, and yeah, it was dope. It was dope, man. It was dope. So I highly recommend you go see this. Jump on Netflix. I'm probably going to watch it again this evening. Like I said, I watched it this morning and started watching it again, and up until it came time for me to do my stream or whatever, to come talk to you guys. And man, it's good. It's good. It's really, really good. I like the use of the blasters. Even the sword fighting stuff is obviously always going to get compared to lightsabers, but there's something that happens when Korra touches one in this one that's sort of like, okay, I get what you're doing here. You know what I'm saying? So as far as how the blades go like that, and Noble, me and my son watched it together, and I was like, yo, that dude, he's 0% body fat. Body kind of looks kind of nasty how serrated it is, but he put in the work to get that way, and I think it's dope. I think the movie starts fresh. like with that opening scene of what's happening there, and you hear Jimmy obviously giving sort of a narration of what took place in the first movie, and everybody shines better in this one than they did in the first one. So seeing this one and seeing the groundwork and the pieces that they had to lay down for part one, makes you appreciate this one a lot more. So, and like I said, director's cuts, they come out in August. I can't wait. If that is indeed when they come out, I can't wait. I can't wait anyway, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. But Rebel Moon Part 2, highly recommended, man. Watch it this weekend, and I'll give some spoiler thoughts on it on Monday once everybody has had a chance to watch it. Then maybe you guys can come back and watch the show on Monday so to get my thoughts on it some more as we go through spoilers and shit. But yeah, I thought it was great. And I hope everybody gets to enjoy it this weekend and really like take it in and sort of understand it for what it is. And man, there's some action sequences in this movie that are fucking dope. Actually, I really want to see how they shot a couple things from here. The final shot on the King's Gaze, I would really, really like to see how they shot that as far as the way the stunt work went or whatever. So, and I know Zach does have, when I went to watch it, there is a behind the scenes thing on there. I haven't watched it yet. So I'll also be talking about that on Monday too. My thoughts on the behind the scenes Rebel Moon stuff. So anyway, let me bounce out of here, y'all. It is Friday, and I appreciate everybody who tuned in as always. Of course, I babbled on a bit, but the movie was good, y'all. It was good. And I will say officially my thoughts that I thought it was better than the first one, and I love the first one. So here's what you with that. Let's see. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Nerd Customer, as always, jumping in and hopping in and supporting and stuff, bro. Much love. Much love to everybody who came in, Vegas, baby. Everybody who jumped in. William, appreciate you. Everybody else who tuned in, I love y'all. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy Rebel Moon, man. Go watch it, man. And when I do my show on Monday, I'll go into some full spoilers. Oh, and things of that nature. But also going to talk about X-Men 97 episode 5. Good. Like I don't want to spoil it. I run into this thing where I kind of get sort of I really want to discuss some things, I'm talking about on my show, but at the same time, I do want to give my viewers, people who tune in, the opportunity to sort of go watch some of this stuff before I start giving spoilers. Because I have noticed that, like, sometimes when I go into spoilers, some of the viewers kind of bounce because they don't want to get some. So, and I like to be engaged with you guys as much as possible, which makes the show even funner to do, if that's understandable. But yeah, so hey, love you guys. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. Appreciate everybody who shows love all the time. And oh yeah, by the way, I know I haven't done much. If you're a patron of the channel, the link, it will be down below in the description. If you want to become one, you could join for as little as $1 a month. I will be putting some extra stuff on there. I'm getting back to like sort of making it worth it for my patrons who pay for a little bit of something extra from the channel. So that's more stuff is coming to that soon as well. But I did want to say I appreciate y'all. I love you guys, and see y'all on Monday.